In my last video, I shared my journey to unreasonable happiness, how I reached a point where I no longer chased happiness, but instead uncovered it. But what if I told you that long before I ever understood this, I had already seen it? Not in real life, not in a book, but in a dream that changed everything. This dream showed me what happiness really is, why so many of us never find it, and most importantly, how to experience it in a way that lasts. It was more than just a dream. It felt like a message, a wake-up call, a truth that had been buried deep inside me, waiting to be remembered. In this dream, I found myself stuck in the mud at the bottom of an ocean, unable to breathe. I could see the surface far above me, but I was trapped, waist deep in the heavy mud. No matter how much I struggled, I couldn't break free. As I looked around, I saw countless others in the same situation, some desperately trying to escape, some completely motionless, and others drowning, unable to free themselves in time. Only a few were breaking free, swimming upward as fast as they could toward the surface. I wanted so badly to be one of them. With everything in me, I fought to free myself from the mud. After a struggle that felt endless, I finally broke loose and started swimming toward the surface. I didn't know if I would make it. My lungs ached for air, and the distance seemed impossibly far. Then at last, I broke through. I took the biggest, deepest breath of my life. I was finally at the surface, surrounded by thousands of others treading water. Some were doing it effortlessly, while others were struggling just to stay afloat. Some sank back down into the depths below. I watched them disappear, unable to help them. Then I looked up. Above me, light poured through the clouds. It was unlike anything I had ever seen. Soft golden rays spilling down like rivers of warmth, cutting through the endless sky, reaching out as if calling me home. It wasn't just light, it was alive. It radiated, it filled the air with something I could feel even from below. I saw a few people, not many, maybe 2 out of every 100, floating upward toward the sky. They weren't struggling. They weren't swimming, they were simply rising. I wanted that. I wanted to go up there. As soon as I focused on the light, something changed. My body started floating upward effortlessly. Where I looked, I went. If I looked down, I began sinking. If I looked back toward the light, I rose even higher. As I ascended, the feeling was overwhelming. A deep, powerful energy surged through me, filling every part of my being. It was like I had been carrying invisible weight my entire life, and suddenly, it was gone. The higher I went, the lighter I became. My heart felt weightless, like I was shedding every doubt, every fear, every pain I had ever known. I broke through the clouds, and in that moment, I was completely surrounded by light. The warmth seeped into me, filling every part of my soul. It was pure love, pure peace, pure joy, beyond words, beyond explanation. It felt like I belonged here, like I had always known I was meant to be here. Everything that had ever held me back no longer mattered. There was only peace, only light, only love. But then, I looked down. Thousands of people were still struggling. Many had no idea that they could rise above if they just looked up. They didn't know that they could be free. I wanted them to experience what I was feeling. I wanted them to know that they, too, could rise. I stretched out my arms, overwhelmed by love and peace, and in that moment, I understood my purpose. I could help direct others to look up and see the light. I could show them how to break free, rise, and experience this for themselves. Then I woke up. The dream was so vivid, so real, that I have never forgotten it. This dream was not just a dream. It was a message, a reminder of something real. Every part of it carried meaning, not just for me, but for all of us. Number 1, the mud at the bottom. represents the past, the pain. 2. The burdens that hold us down, the desperate swim upward. Embodies the struggle to break free from fear, self-doubt, and negativity. 3. Treading water. Represents survival mode, living in a constant state of effort, but never truly rising. 4. Looking up and floating. Is the realization that happiness isn't something we fight for, it's something we rise to. 5. Breaking through the clouds. Paints the picture of the moment of surrender, where we let go of fear and step into something greater. And number 6, wanting to help others. Is the purpose that comes when we truly experience joy, we can't keep it to ourselves. This dream wasn't just about me, it was about all of us. This dream taught me something I will never forget. You are not meant to stay stuck. You are meant to rise above your struggles. Where you focus, you go. Happiness isn't a battle, it's a shift in perspective. So look to the light. You are meant to be more than just okay. You are meant to be happy. When you rise, you show others the way. They too can experience lasting happiness. I woke up from this dream, but the truth of it never left me. And now, it's with you too. If you feel stuck, there's a way out. If you feel like you're just surviving, you were meant to thrive. If you feel alone, you are not. Let go. Look up. And rise. You've just unlocked another piece of the unreasonable happiness puzzle. If this is your first time here, I've linked the starting point below. Go there and see how it all connects. Each piece builds on the last, deepening your understanding. What's something that clicked for you today? Share your insights in the comments. I'd love to hear. Take a deep breath. When you're ready, your next step is just one video away. The link is below. Keep going. You got this. Want personal guidance? Let's connect.